The trades. Occupations that require years of learning and honing skills to perform, usually freeing one of the monotony of the modern 9 to 5. Tradesmen travel the world, helping to build back our beautiful planet with each and every skill, forming a machine that ensures that each generation leaves this world more magnificent than when they entered. And sure, tradesmanship comes with a lot of perks, but it's the beauty of creation that attracts each individual to their respective trade. A tradesman's goal is to build or repair pieces of our communities with a mindset on quality and craftsmanship, coming to the aid of individuals all across the world to help us in our time of need. Well, except one. Meet the roofer, honey badger of the trade world. Not much is known about the men who work this trade because, well, they ain't up for conversation. Soft hands beware. Today we'll get a look at a behemoth that weak men who do girl jobs have nightmares about. Get ready to be reminded that you haven't worked a day in your motherfucking life, as Inside the Trade proudly presents a day in the life of the roofer. It's 9 a.m. on a beautiful Monday morning outside of the local police station. While everyone else has already started their day, the roofer has just started his. After serving 30 days for his 6th DUI of the year, the roofer is finally free. With nothing else but the cigarettes in his pocket, the roofer must gather the necessary tools to rebuild his life. Which shouldn't be a problem. Rebuilding one's life is almost an instinct for the roofer because roofers are prone to messing theirs up. The real problem, however, is finding some wheels. With a revoked license and his truck impounded, it is imperative that the roofer find a ride. But the roofer is in luck. You see, he works for his brother's cousin, also known as his cousin, though he refuses to accept him because his cousin, and I quote, decided to be a gay. And he knows that his cousin leaves his work truck unlocked with the keys in it. He also knows that his cousin has parties on the weekend and is prone to leave his cooler full of beer outside, which will give the roofer ample amount of fuel to complete his daily task today. Armed with a cooler full of beer, a tool bag that probably won't be used for roofing today, and an unrelenting pride for his country, the roofer heads out. Living a life of a roofer demands a constant drive to look for ways to make some money. Very few things in life disappear faster than a roofer's paycheck, and it is up to him to find the cash he needs for the necessities in life, which, to the roofer, is beer, a pack of smokes, and other substances. The roofer's first stop is at a customer's house. Unfortunately, this customer has neglected to pay the roofer for the work the roofer has already done. A very dangerous game. Roofers are easily prone to violence, and it seems this customer may have written a check that his ass can't cash, which roofers often warn other people not to do. The roofer bangs on the door. The startled homeowner has no idea that it only takes a few "huhs" to set the roofer off. The roofer attacks, throwing the homeowner to the ground. Very few things in life can stop a mauling from an angry roofer. But this is the South, and everybody, including their stepchildren, have guns. The roofer retreats, for even he is allergic to being shot by a gun. The non-paying customer is safe, for now, and retreats back inside with his son. But this doesn't mean that he has won, because there's more than one ways the roofer can collect his debt. The roofer spots his next target, the homeowner's vehicle. There are many ways to protect the things inside of your truck, but the outside is defenseless, and the homeowner has inadvertently given the roofer a way to collect his debt, because underneath this truck lies something that to many of the criminal type is worth its weight in gold. The catalytic converter. The roofer takes his prize to the nearest junkyard that, and again I quote, don't ask no damn questions. All of the excitement and alcohol are starting to wear down the roofer. If he's going to be able to make it through the day, he'll need a pick-me-up, and he knows just where to get it. The roofer stops by the house of a well-known drug dealer, Ricky Long Dick Johnson, to acquire his fix. Buying drugs is not for the faint of heart. It's a very dangerous ordeal, and one wrong move could result in someone dying. Especially when you don't plan on paying for them. Amazingly, even in his drunken state, the roofer is still able to move with the athleticism of a D1 women's basketball player, leaving the dealer in the dust. Now fueled up and ready to go, the roofer is looking for a different kind of excitement. The lady kind, if you know what I'm saying. Charlene has been heartbroken that the roofer left, not knowing that he's been in jail for the past 30 days. She misses him deeply. Right up until she sees him. An argument ensues, and even with the generous gift, Charlene sends him packing. But she will forgive him in about a week and welcome him back with open arms. And then stab him 2 days later. With the alcohol and drugs bubbling through his system, the roofer's driving has become erratic, attracting his most dangerous predator, cops. The roofer is angered by the police wanting to stop a man from drinking and driving and refuses to pull over. He has ran from the police many times before, sometimes with success and other times in failure. He doesn't want to go back to jail and will do everything in his power to avoid it, even if it cost him his life. Knowing that he can't outrun them in the truck, the roofer decides to try it on foot. He knows the surrounding woods like the back of a Milwaukee light, an advantage he has over the police. He runs, still drinking his beer, with his predator approaching fast. But the roofer has a plan. He launches his beer directly into the face of the officer and finds shelter in the forest, leaving the officer dazed and lying on the ground. The roofer, now in the woods, quickly finds a beer he stashed in case of a scenario like this. He has avoided jail this time, but knows the cops will be looking for him. He must find a place to stay for the night. But with Charlene angry at him, and after he lost his brother's gay cousin's car, there's only one place left for him to go. Barbara, the mother of his children. The last time she spoke to the roofer was about 6 months before the birth of their last child. But she's used to it. The roofer has left many times, usually 6 months before the birth of his children. To which he has 9. God. They have hated each other since the day they met. But even through all of the hate and animosity, and despite the fact that they are brother and sister, tonight he will ride this powerful, majestic beast well into the sunrise.